What's up, Sagittarius? This is Jesse with 44 Astro with a general tarot reading for Halloween. Samhain, All Hallows Eve. When the veil is thinnest, right? This is all about honoring the dead. This is all about harvest, the time of death, and then spring will be the rebirth. It's that time of year. The moon is just going to be a waning gibbous. That just means it's getting less full. It's going to be at like 90% illumination, so it's still going to be pretty full around the time of this Halloween moon. It will be 11 degrees Gemini. It will be in the 6th mansion of the moon. I'll put a picture of it up. For Sagittarius Ascendant, we're talking 7th or 6th house, so the house of your spouse, your one-on-one relationships in general. Those you're closest to, your one-on-one relationships. Or 6th house, which is personal health. Or little pets, things like that. You may have some kind of feelings or thoughts about them at this around Halloween. One-on-one relationships probably specifically, because it just depends on where it falls in your chart. For Ascendant only, what degree. It'll determine what house. So you may have some kind of, ideas about. You may just have some kind of situation come up in general, because it is Halloween, with your one-on-one relationships or with your spouse or your loved one. Or you may have different feelings or thoughts about your personal health around this time. And if we're eating a bunch of candy, I could see that. I'm using just doing a 3-card spread because it's just a little bonus reading. I'm using the Golden Dawn deck, which is the light deck. I would call it. The White Magicians made it, and I'm going to clarify it with the Thoth deck, which everybody knows Aleister Crowley. He was definitely a dark or black magician. And I'll clarify it with that. And I'll get you a moon card for kind of like an overall energy. You do have the Ace of Wands. I've noticed a lot of Ace of Wands in these readings overall. And you got the Nine of Cups. That's a really good one, Sag. Looks like a lot of happiness and looks like a good time. And you got the Knight of Swords as well. So it could be a message coming in. It could be just kind of some idea, or just an air sign friend, or you have air in your chart. It could just be how you are. Maybe really informative. Saggies generally can be really informative. It could be celebration. You may be going out for Halloween, having a good time. Maybe having a really good time from looking at this. And Saggies are a very social sign, so it wouldn't surprise me if you're out having a good time. But if you're not out, and this doesn't have to be only about Halloween, it can also be about, just life energies right now and in general, and what they're coming up for you. Saying your dreams need a practical plan. Well, I guess if you are going to go out and have a good time on Halloween, or if you're doing something right now, don't just wing it. Saying something you're really passionate about, something you really want to do, some kind of idea maybe. Could be an idea for a costume or something like that. But you need a practical plan on how to do it if you're going to do it. This is a wise card right here, the Knight of Swords. If it decides it wants to ever come in here. Maybe not. Some cards do, some cards don't. It's a lot of wisdom and intelligence, and he's got wings, he's moving forward. It's a fast moving card. And of course you got the Lord of Material Happiness, the Nine of Cups. I don't know why it's not focusing all of a sudden. Do it like this. Maybe if I hold it in 3, maybe it'll pop up so you can get a kind of an idea of what they look like. This being black and white deck, it's a little harder. So you can see the cups overflowing right there with the Nine of Cups, that wand on fire, and this guy's got wings, right? So it's some kind of idea or something that you're really passionate about. It's about to take flight, but it's saying you need a practical plan before it takes flight. And it may even be a dream or a wish of yours, and it could just be something, just with going out with friends, something you really wanted to happen. Maybe it happens, kind of thing. But you need a practical plan about it, and it could be something as big as just a life plan, a big wish that you had. That's the things are taking place, and Halloween is going to kind of mark the time when it starts to kind of form. You start seeing the results, or start seeing the opportunity to make this happen. And if whatever this wish is that you want to make happen, it's going to be different for all the different Saggies out there that watch this. There's going to be different ones of you. And then it could be different timing, because it is a general reading. We're all born at different times, different moments, different natal charts. So it may be something you see down the road a little bit. Maybe something even already happened. It could be something like that. And maybe you're seeing the results already. There's a big star on that Knight of Swords, a huge star with wings at the top of it. This looks like, shining star type stuff, something really, really that you're really passionate about, that you've wished. But it's saying that if you want it, and you can definitely have it, you need to have a practical plan. Break it down step by step. Oh, they're right there, to kind of get what you want. In this deck, this is called Virtue, even though it's established strength in this other deck. So it's saying not only do you need to have a practical plan, you need to do it in the right way. You need to be virtuous in the way that you do it. Whatever this idea is, you need to do it in the right way. Come on. You're going to focus back? There we go. I mean, you also have indolence on, so I think because it's on the Ace of Rods, you're breaking through this. Like, this idea is going to burst through feeling stuck or feeling like you haven't been getting anywhere. Like, that fire is just going to burn all that up. I mean, you got more fire here on the 9 of this wish. It's something you're very passionate about. This could definitely be you moving forward passionately. It's definitely probably Sag about your wish. So whatever this is, you're going after it. And you're going to get it. You just got to make a practical plan. That's all. Just break it down step by step. I mean, Sages are a very successful sign in general because Sages are lucky. They're Jupiter. Jupiter's a very lucky benefic planet. It's called the Great Benefic for a reason, because it's a beneficial planet. I mean, all planets really have two sides to them, two polarities, the good and the bad. It just depends on how they're used. I'd say just because, in general, being jovial is a good thing. Most Sages end up being lucky. It's just kind of what it is. And Sag is the lucky card. If you look at this moon deck, it's saying if it's like there's a card that says luck is on your side, and it's literally the full moon in Sagittarius, because that's what Sagittarius represents. Just what it is. I'm a double Sag myself, and Sages are lucky if as long as they can keep that positive frame of mind and live by truth and virtue, because you got the virtue card here. Things will go your way for sure. And most Sages are about that. They're about that wisdom, that justice, that truth. And it's kind of what the sign represents. It really does. Truth and wisdom. But anyway, Sag, looks like things are going to go good for you this Halloween, or whatever the energies are around this after Halloween before. Maybe this is already going on. It's like it's a wish come true type thing. And you're going to have the opportunity to live your dreams. Just got to make that practical plan. Please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. The algorithm didn't really share my video much last go around. Hopefully, maybe we can get it to where they'll actually share them some this go around. I did miss a little while because I got sick and had to go to Seattle, so maybe that had something to do with it. But either way, Sag, you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm just glad you're here, and I'm glad for the view, and I hope to see you here again. Happy Samhain, happy Halloween, happy All Hallows Day, All Saints Day.